Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and let's get started. For DIY number 1, I'm taking 3 of these little houses from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to remove all of the jute twine that's on them. And I'm also going to take my metal scraper and remove any excess glue off of them. And also my little finger sander to remove any residue. So once I have them ready, I'm going to go in with some paint, some red, white, and blue. And just like that, they're all painted, and I painted the circles white. So now I'm taking some of these little stickers. I wanted to use the larger ones, but I didn't have a large S. So I'm going to have to go with the mid-size ones. And I'm just going to simply add U, and then S, and then A onto these cute little houses. And I want to keep them simple. I want to keep them very plain and simple, because when I embellish them, that'll be just enough for these little houses. So now I'm going to add the jute twine back on the way it was on there before. I really like that look, and I think with these colors it just goes really well with it. So I'm just going to add a dab of glue, and I'm going to start with the middle and add up the jute twine on there, hold it with my silicone spatula, and just start wrapping. And it should fit perfectly because it came off of it. So now I'm going to add another dab of glue to secure it in place. And I'll do this to all 3 of the little houses, like this. And now I'm going to add the little bows. And pretty much I'm done. That's it. What do you guys think? Super cute. Today's video is a part of a Patriotic Open Challenge, and it is hosted by Theresa over at Theresa B DIY, and her co-host is Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs. And so this month is Crafting Because of the Brave to benefit Fisher House, and so I'll include all the links in my description box below. And also there's a playlist associated with this challenge, so please, when you're done viewing my video, please head on over and watch the playlist to see what the other participants also created for this wonderful challenge. Okay, let's get on with it. For DIY number 2, I'm taking one of these cement garden pieces from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove the jute twine that's on it because it's a pretty weak one. It's not very strong. I want to put something stronger on it. And I'm going to go in with some of the Spackle from the Dollar Tree. This is pretty good. And my little silicone spatula to apply it and cover up all the wording on it. And so now the colors pop a little bit better. And I'm going to go in with the white apple barrel paint, and now it's really going to pop better. And now I'm going to go in with some of the stencils from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add a few numbers on this piece and just stencil it. And I'm going to use the bright blue from apple barrel to do the stenciling. And just like that, look how cute it becomes, an address piece for your home. You can turn these into an address piece. It almost looks like it says boy, but no, it's a number. But look how cute. You can totally put any address on here, any home address, home number. And now I'm going to go in with some of this wire jute twine, and this is going to take place of the jute twine that was on there. This is a little stronger, this will last longer. And I'm just going to thread it through and secure it by twisting it, and do the same to both sides. And just like that, Look how cute. And now I just want to give it a little bit of a distressing, so I'm going to go in with some of the Waverly Antique Wax and just real lightly with my chippy brush, just to stress it a little bit, to give it a little bit of aged look, because now it's looking a little bit too bright white. But yeah, just a little bit. It gives it like a little effect. And you're just going to go over the whole piece. I even do some of the flowers too, just a little tiny bit. And look how cute. It's so cute. What do you guys think? For DIY number 3, I picked up this little decor piece from my local thrift store. It was only $2 and I got it for actually $1. And look how cute. It's got little slats on it and it's got this metal piece. So I'm going to first remove this metal piece because I want to do a good paint job on it. So with my tiny little screwdrivers, I'm going to remove this little metal piece, and if you look at it closely, it's a bunch of little stars. So I don't know what these little stars have to do with Christmas, because it says something about Santa on here and Grammy. But that's okay. We're going to change this up. So remove the little metal piece, and now I'm going to go in with my red, white, and blue colors, and just like that, it's painted. So now I'm going to go in with some of the antique wax from Waverly and give it a little distressing. And so I'll just distress this a tiny little bit to get it like I like it. And once it's dry, then I'll put my little metal piece back on the blue part. And I'll use my little screwdriver to put that back on. So yeah, when you go to thrift stores and you see things, yeah, even though this was a Christmas piece, I totally turned this into a patriotic piece. Just gotta kind of like, think outside the box. Okay, so now on the rest of it, I'm going to leave it as is. I was going to put some wording on it, but I think I'm going to use this piece instead. This little wood home piece from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go in with the red, white, and blue as well. And also I'm going to do the brushed silver for the O. And so just like that. And now I'm going to distress this as well with some more of the Antique Wax by Waverly. And I wanted the O to be a little bit different. I don't want it to be just a typical O. So now I'm going to go in with this decor piece from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to remove the star because it's galvanized metal. Remove the little backing on it. And look, so cute. All I'm going to do now is hot glue the star onto the O. And it almost looks like it should be a Texas thing. I don't know, with that star. But no, it goes with red, white, and blue, of course. And look how cute. So cute. So now all I have to do now is just glue this piece onto the top of my little decor piece. So just a couple of beads of glue. Place it in the center on the top. And I'm going to leave it as is. You can always, if you do something like this, you can always add more words on it. But I'm going to leave it plain. What do you guys think? For DIY number 4 and my last DIY of the day, I'm taking this cute little, it's like a shadow box frame from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove all the embellishments, and I'm going to heat up the glue that glues the backing onto the frame. And look at me, I'm multitasking. So as I heat up the glue, just to get it a little bit weak, I'm going to go in with my metal scraper and I'm going to pry it in there and pry this backing open. And it'll tear up some of the paper on it, but that's okay. We're not going to use the paper that's on there. So now, gotta remove all this excess paper, and I use my little finger sander to remove the rest of it. Get all that excess paper off. We want it nice and clean. And if you guys hear noises in the background, it's my grandson and my doggies. They're in the background kind of making noises. Anyway, so here I painted it white with some white apple barrel paint, and I'm going to go in with some of this satin Mod Podge from Plaid because I'm now a Plaid ambassador, and I'm just going to brush it on completely to cover up the whole piece. And now I'm taking one of these bandanas from the Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack. I decided to take this print that looks very much like a flag, and I'm going to place this on there and smooth it out. It doesn't have to be perfect because flags are not perfect as far as being smooth. Some, you know, they're in the wind and they ripple and all that. So here I'm removing the excess of this bandana, which I really like the print. I really like the little stars on it. They're different patterns, and some are solid and some are hollow. And now I'm going to go in with some more of the Mod Podge, let it dry. It becomes real stiff. And so now with my finger utility knife, I'm going to trim off the edges. And I'll do this to 3 sides till it comes off. And then the last side, I just go ahead and cut it off with my scissors because it has a little like sewn edge on it. So I just go ahead and use my scissors for this part. And so now it looks like this. And like I said, it's nice and stiff. So it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to come off. And now I'm going to place this back on my frame. And I'm just going to add a few dabs of glue to add it. Or should I say beads of glue? I add a few beads of glue to add this frame. And just like that, flip it over. And now I have a backdrop for something special. And now I'm taking some of these little army men from the Dollar Tree. And I choose the green ones because, I don't know, I just kind of like the green ones. I was thinking of painting them all in a pewter gray color, but then I decided to stick with the green. So now I'm just going to hot glue them on. But if you do this, you can totally paint them. And now with my Cricut, I cut out this vinyl that says thank you for your service, and I'll include this file in my description box if you're interested in doing this. And look how cute! I thought this was a perfect ending for this particular video. And I want to thank Theresa over at Theresa BDIY for hosting this challenge, and Sammy as well from Unicorn Dust Designs. It was fun. And please don't forget to go to my description box and check out the charity and also the playlist. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great day. Bye-bye.